Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm your host, Commandant, and tonight I'm in the Dungeon Master seat again. It's me, Michael Sharp. Tonight is a very special episode of Guardians of the Galaxy. We decided to get the content creators and members of the community who have helped make us what we are, and basically chuck them in a game and see how they do. So this is part one of that adventure, Nameia's Laboratory. And we'll jump straight into introductions.
My name is Sean Kenville. I'm from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I know Michael because I interviewed him last year on our podcast, and we've kind of stayed in touch since. I'm playing a character named Greth Granite Fist. He's a bard barbarian, a half orc, and he loves drum circles.
I love it. Okay, and Richard.
I'm Richard. I play D&D semi-regularly with Michael, and I am playing what class is he? He is a air genasi fighter called Pinecone Hustleball. Ooh. Because I was playing around on Fantasy Name Generator and I saw Elf, Christmas, and I was like, yes, that's the one.
Nice. Okay, we'll hit Jack next.
I'm Jack. I'm in New Zealand as well. I've known Richard and Michael for a little while. Today I'm playing Sorry. It's a big achievement for me. Today I'm playing a hill dwarf bard fighter named Pine with a Y.
Cool. So we've got Pinecone and Pine. That's not going to get confusing. Alex, do you want to go next?
Do I have to? Just kidding. So, my name is Alex by Atreus. Super confusing last name, even for Greeks. I'm from Greece, apparently. I try to illustrate stuff. I'm a concept artist. With Stratos, we are here at Sirius, which is an island in clouds in the Mediterranean Sea. We study at the University of Design, which is actually the only university, the only design school in Greece. More sad than nice, but okay. Yeah, I guess that's great. I'm super jealous of all of you and your beautiful accents. And my character is Atreus Helmspeak, which is, just the most beautiful, handsome guy you have ever seen. And he's wears this beautiful cloak with peacock feathers, and he's just being beautiful and stuff. Also, don't let him start talking to you because he most likely won't stop.
Mm-hmm. And sorry, sidebar. You're talking about beautiful accents. You have one yourself as well there.
Well, thank you.
It's the great thing about playing with people around the world is we're all jealous of each other's accents.
Right. Yeah.
Everyone has great accents. You don't have to put on an accent because of everyone else you already are.
And Stratos.
Okay, hello everyone, I'm Stratos, and I create supplements for D&D with Alex on DM's Guild. Today I'm gonna play Tiefling Scion, which is a new class that we created a while ago, and it's available now, and if you want to purchase it. And it's really fun. Okay, and I'm a Crimson Red Tiefling that has some magic tricks or mind tricks in his sleeve.
Cool. Okay, so a little bit of background about how you guys know each other. So you are not only adventurers, you are part of an order that is in the dwarven city of Nelthiad, which is an underground fortress city that it's kind of like a rock iceberg. There's way more levels below the ground than there are above it, and it towers like a mountain above the ground. And it has been brought to your attention by the Senate, the Dwarven Senate, that there is a blood cult operating in some of the abandoned mines. And this was brought to the Senate's attention by a deranged tabaxi who goes by the name Bubbles, and her companions, who have come into town very recently, and they're sort of sending you guys to check out whether these rumors are true or not.
Deja vu.
Right? You guys are heading through the tunnels towards the sort of rumored location in these abandoned mines.
I assume that we know each other prior to that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You sort of are established, sort of not per se adventurers, but you are in an order which works to get. It sort of upholds the laws of the city, but doesn't really function as a state organized thing. It's like a guild.
Does this order have a name?
Yeah, it's the Order of the Shimmering.
Fuck's sakes.
No, it's not the Order of the Shimmering Rainbow. That order has already been established and is currently interrogating some party members which have come in. It is the Order of the Color of the Wind. Yeah. I'm not staring at Pocahontas in this wardrobe that I'm currently in.
I love it.
Pocahontas is in the wardrobe with you?
Oh yeah, Disney Pocahontas. I almost said the Order of Pocahontas, but I thought there was two on the nose. So you guys are traveling through these sort of abandoned mines there.
Well, seeing as I'm a dwarf myself, I might as well lead the charge through these mines.
So I'd probably fight the dwarf because I have to be on the front, because obviously I'm the face of the party. I mean, what is a short little dwarf gonna talk about? I mean,
I will be behind them, maybe just a couple of feet behind them. As we walk, I am softly banging on a side drum that's on my hip as a march command.
Bait.
And I will take this opportunity to engage in conversation with the dwarf. I speak dwarf myself, and I spent several years traveling with a roaming band of dwarfs in the mountains. This band would carry cargo from one settlement to the other, and I was kind of raised by them for several years. I was kind of left behind by my own tribe of orcs. So these dwarves kind of took me in, and I have an affinity towards dwarves. It feels like being home when I talk to dwarves.
Excellent.
Okay, so you guys are having a little sort of like I sort of imagine it like as you walk along. The rest of you, are you joining in this traveling troupe of minstrels?
I don't play an instrument myself.
As I see them, that they are like a band or something, I like wanna move with the flow. Like I do those intricate movements, almost alien-like. So I can have the eyes on me where they belong.
Okay, the three of you. So, my dancing boy, my drum boy, and my flute boy. Can you all roll performance?
Yes. On the actual on Discord.
Oh, no. I trust you guys to roll dice.
Because I saw that you have on the side here this dice bitch spot, so I thought that's what we were using.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't figured out how to use that yet.
I think you go like this. I think you go -RD20. No? Oh, no, I guess. Okay. I'll just roll normally then. I rolled a 13, and my performance is 9. I have the expertise trait, so that doubles my proficiency. So I have a 21. No, 15, sorry. You want to jam with a bard, bro? Come on.
I rolled a total of 18.
18? 21, 18, and for my dancing boy.
16 plus 10.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, you guys are like a prog rock prodigy band. Like you're just.
Is that good?
It's inspiring. Everyone has inspiration at this moment.
Nice.
However, you come to sort of an opening of the mines as it goes into sort of rougher terrain, and a large cavern sort of opens up before you.
When I see the cavern just in the distance of the tunnel,
Yep.
I stop playing my flute and I turn to everyone and say, "Are we supposed to be sneaky in here?"
Let's go with
I don't know.
I'm wearing plate mail.
It's probably too late.
Yeah. after this amazing performance, I don't think we're sneaky.
And then I go back to my flute.
Yeah, too late. Yeah.
Man, what's the one where like the Japanese general like played the flute on top of the walls of his castle and scared the enemy away? I don't know. It's in the Outer War somewhere.
So this cavern opens up to a wide sort of, I would say about 40 feet wide, and about 200 feet along. And at the end, you roll me perception, because it is quite dim in here. There's some light, but it's still quite dim.
Yeah, so it is lit, right? Because I don't think I have the ability to see in the dark.
I think our music is making it lit.
Yeah. Oh, it's so lit.
It's totally.
I rolled an 18.
Cool. 15.
I rolled a 15.
Cool.
And plus
Nice.
5, 15.
14.
Are we all rolling? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Nat 19. Perception is -1 because I'm not very wise. So an 18.
Nice.
And
Okay.
I got a 12.
12. Okay, all of you, except for you, Alex, you all see this large sort of hulking figure standing in front of a doorway at the far end, so about 180 feet away from you. It's not a very nice looking boy. He's kind of veiny, purpley, and he has the odd hair growing in places where it doesn't seem like a hair should grow, and he has big yellow teeth in his mouth. Apart from that, he looks like an overgrown human, gone horribly, saggly wrong.
Maybe he worked out too hard.
He does look bulky.
Okay.
He definitely does look bulky.
I feel a bit
He's
scared.
a large creature.
Okay.
How far away?
About 180 feet.
It's unlikely he's seen us.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I mean, we were just playing music.
Yeah.
Yeah. How big are his ears?
They're probably all swollen shut.
Oh yeah,
Muscle.
they're super.
Or they're swollen enormous and they're like big amplifiers.
As you guys are standing there talking, he starts moving towards you.
He's seen
He
us.
is now 150 feet away.
I understand what you're talking about.
Oh.
I don't see anything.
Is he fun?
We have
So I'm
some
glad
people who can't see, right? Can't see in the dark right now.
We're slightly lit.
Yeah, it's dim light at the moment.
Okay. Is everyone okay with dim light, or do we need to cast light spells here?
As long as I can see the giant thing coming towards us, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll walk forward 30 feet, so I'm just ahead of everyone by a little bit.
Fuck's sakes, Jack.
Yep, you walk forward. And can everyone roll me initiative at this point?
Okay. I have a 6.
A 6?
Yes.
Cool. 1 6.
I was not prepared enough.
Holy jeez, I'm rolling really good. 20.
20. Jeez. This guy.
14.
A 6. Who had a 6?
Me.
Okay. So
My character
14.
name is Zarakos. Okay, I don't...
Zarakos?
Yeah, it's a tiefling name.
Kos. Okay. Zarakos.
14 for the real pine cone.
Pine cone. Cone 14. Yep.
And then 12 for Pine.
Pine 12. Oh, Pine. That moving ahead. Set your bag, doesn't it?
Yeah, stepping up really always makes you go slower.
Okay. Then Greth. Granite Fist.
Oh, sorry. 20. Sorry.
20. Oh yeah, that's a big roll.
Man,
Not 18.
don't apologize. Never apologize for 20s.
I'm apologizing
sorry,
for
Alex, what was
nosing
your
the-
character called again?
Atreus.
Atreus.
I rolled 17 plus 4.
Oh, 21. Okay,
Yeah.
well, Atreus gets to go first, by far. He still can't see anything.
What are you guys talking about? I don't believe you. You're just poking fun at me. I'm not that bulky, and I'm definitely not that hairy, okay? So I stand back, and I ready action Vicious Mockery to whatever that thing is, and I'm gonna trash it to the ground with my comp.
The trash dog. Okay.
Yeah,
What's the range on Vicious Mockery? Is it 90?
60 feet.
Okay, cool. Next up is Greth Granite Fist.
Okay, you said how far away is this lumbering?
At the minute,
beast?
it's 150. We'll say it's dashing, so it's 120.
Okay, I will approach 30 feet, so my movement action, and then I will hold my action to cast a spell when he is within range of me.
Okay, which range is that?
My range for my spell is 30 feet.
Cool.
The spell I want to cast is blindness.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I will hold. So I have my battle axe out, and I have a shield on my arm. My shield has a bunch of tiny little symbols all attached to the front of it.
Okay.
And so I'm literally holding the shield up, and I have the butt end of my battle axe prepared to start hitting my drum to cast my spell.
Nice. Okay. Next up, it is Pinecone.
So I'll slowly saunter up the 30 feet to be with the rest of the party, and I'll be like, "Mate, I've got a trick." And he sort of stands real still, and he projects sort of a glowy, smoky image of himself 15 feet forward.
Ooh.
It looks like a clone, but you can't quite put your eyes, or you can't quite work out exactly where it is.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, it's a mirror image of myself, and then it will run 15 feet
Okay, so that
ahead of us.
you're 30 feet closer with the party, and it is 30 feet,
30 feet
in
ahead.
front of you. So it is 90 feet from this thing. Cool.
Correct.
Okay, it is Pine's go now.
I'm going to have a quick look around, and I see that someone just pulled out a battle axe. So I look down at my battle axe. I get a little bit upset, so I put mine away, and I pull out my great axe.
Okay.
Did you spend $2,000 on weapons?
Maybe.
Have you got like 7 +1 weapons on you? Okay.
I don't have any plus one weapon.
I have axe envy now.
Yeah, so I'll stand there with my great axe, just not holding an action, just ready.
Okay. So you're not holding an action at all?
No.
Cool. Okay, this thing sprints 60 feet closer. So it is within 30 feet of your mirror image smoky thing, Mr. Pine.
That's fine.
And Atreus, it is within 60 feet of you now. You can mock it all you like. You see it now. Yeah, I'd say you see it now. You have dark vision, correct?
Okay, yeah.
You'd see it.
Does it smell?
Oh yeah, it smells sweaty, like entire week spent at the gym without washing.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty rank. I would say rank is the only term which could describe it.
Okay, so I tell him, Dear God, do you even know what a shower is? Just so, he has to succeed wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Guess what? He's not very wise. Does a 10 do it?
Yeah. So he's pretty hurt with my words.
Yep.
He takes 4 damage. Look at that.
4 damage.
Yeah.
You see a solitary tear run down his cheek as he's running, and he wipes it away as if he's sweat. But you know.
I got him good.
So it is now Zarakos' turn.
Okay, as I observe that he's bulky enough, I take 30 feet back. I move 30 feet away from him. And you can see that energy radiates from my eyes. And a beam of energy tries to hit that bulky creature. I cast energy beam. It's a counter. Okay.
Cool. Nice.
That's 11 hit.
An 11 does not hit.
Okay.
The beam shoots past him.
Yeah, okay. I tried.
It would have hit him if he wasn't, wiping away the sweat from his eye.
Yeah.
And we are back to the top of the order with Atreus.
It's my turn again. Well, you know what? I'm not done with you, okay? Your appearance, hello, what century do you live in? I mean, wear some clothes, for God's sake. So here's another wisdom saving throw.
Oh god, and that one.
Okay.
I'll say you do double damage with that.
I rolled a 2, so 4 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. He sort of, his face goes from a sort of purpley fleshy color to almost scarlet red color as he's blushing with embarrassment at the fact that he's not wearing the right clothes. And it is Greth, your turn.
All right, so since I held my spell last round, I lost the ability to cast it. So I'm down that one spell slot. But I will... He's 60 feet from me, right?
60 feet, yep.
So I will approach my movement 30 feet. So he is in range now. And I will cast blindness anyways.
Cool. Okay, so...
he has to make a con save.
Con. Oh, this boy's good at his con.
He's got a lot of cons.
He's been... drinking his protein shakes and all of that. And he got an 18 plus 5 to his con. So that is a 23.
Okay, so my my spell fizzles out in a flaccid disappointment. I was hitting the drum, shaking the cymbals on my my shield, and then did this metal type roar, melodic roar towards him, and then at the very tail end of it, it would sound like this. Yeah.
So his voice broke at the end.
Spell, yeah, exactly. Didn't work at all.
Okay. It is now Pinecone's turn.
I will continue to hold action. Well, I will hold an attack.
Hold an attack? Okay.
Yeah.
It is Pine's turn then. Pine, you are up.
Wonderful. I will walk forward another 30 feet, so I'm ahead of everyone.
No, you're beside my...
Yeah, so you're 30 feet from it.
Yep.
You are
and then I'm going to hold out my axe, and I'm going to say, this fight is very exciting. And then I'm going to throw it at him.
Oh, if anyone laughs, they're taking damage.
Oh my god.
You're going to throw your axe at him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, roll a... It's a great axe, right?
Yep, it's a great axe.
Okay, roll a athletics to see if you get disadvantage on this.
14.
14?
Yeah.
I'd say you don't get disadvantage. You're not getting advantage, but you're not getting disadvantage. You can make a range attack, lobbing this thing.
Cool, I rolled a 2 on the dice. So it's definitely not hitting.
It flies off behind you and lands in front of Zarakos' feet. So it's made distance. It's made a lot of distance, but at the same time, it's gone the wrong way.
Nice. I'll use my bonus action to summon it back to my hand.
Cool.
And then I'll say, don't worry, guys, that was just an accident.
Oh, okay.
Oh. You're part bard, aren't you?
He's part dad. That's what he is. He's a dad joke.
With that, it is going to charge at you and make 2 slam attacks. So the attacks...
So my hold action?
You are still 30 feet away from him.
No, I can make attacks from the echo.
Ooh, okay.
Anything that can come from me can come from the echo.
Gross.
Yeah. So I'll make... Do I have to do it now. I have to do it before he attacks Jack, right?
I mean, you don't have to.
Okay, let's let him attack Jack first.
So the first attack, he is going to slam into you for a 10 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay, how about a 20?
That will just hit.
Just hit.
Fair.
Okay.
No, that'll hit by a lot, don't worry.
Because I was going to beef him up if it didn't. No, I'm lying. I'm completely lying. That does a total of 10 plus 6 bludgeoning damage as he slams into you. So 16 bludgeoning damage.
Beats blood.
Oh, this is bad.
And it's kind of like getting teabagged. Like each time he slams into you, it's kind of like being teabagged, but by a giant. And it is now Zarakos.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Oh,
yes. I'll take my held actions now.
Sorry.
So I'll attack. I'm level 6, I have 2 attacks. I'll attack with me great axe. And I'd think of an axe pun to yell at Jack, but I'm not that kind of guy.
Well, I guess he was expendable.
Oh my god.
So one of them was a 20 on the dice, which is a 27.
So a nat 20.
And the other one is a 25.
Yeah, they both hit. Roll damage. This is mean. What did he do to you, Richard?
So the crit doubles the damage, right?
Doubles the dice.
Or double dice. Alright, so I roll 3d12. Oh, wow. So 3d12 plus 12 is 17.
17 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
I rolled some low numbers.
I mean, it's alright. You slice into him a couple of times. He lets out a bellowing roar, just like... Yeah, that's what a bellowing roar sounds like. And he is that slashing?
Yes.
That is actually double. He's vulnerable to it, so that's double damage. I believe. So that is 34.
Yeah.
Good.
Gross. I don't like you guys killing my sweet sweaty bull boy. He bellows, and Zarakos, you hear him bellow, and you see that he has been sliced quite candidly.
Okay, I will try again, and I will gather energy in my eyes, and I'm trying to blast him once more.
Cool.
16 plus 5. Okay, so
that hits. That definitely hits.
For 17 damage. 17 force damage.
Force damage.
Wait, didn't you say that was a cantrip?
No, it's 16. I add my intelligence modifier as well after level 5.
16. So
sick.
It's 2d10.
Yeah, he's
2d10 plus 4.
Energy courses through his veins, which cover his body, and sort of lighted up like LEDs running through.
Okay.
Electricity running through LEDs, even. Yeah, that's a sentence I said. And it is back to the top of the initiative with Atreus.
Okay. I at this point, I realize that I'm quite the distraction for the team, because by the seams of it, they're not doing that well. So I say, sorry guys, I know, I'm sorry, I'm such a distraction. And I give Pine inspiration so he knows it's not his fault for these bad puns. And so I'm gonna continue roasting this ugly beast. And this time I'm gonna do it right because I rolled 1d4 the last time. But I actually can roll at this level.
Oh, nice.
With Vicious Mockery. So, yeah. I'm like, this...
Is that a wisdom saving?
Yeah. This won't heal any time, and honestly, that's like the last of your problems, because look at that face. God. Like, did your mother love you or something? Because I can't imagine of that happening. So, it's a 3 and a 1, so 4 in total.
Yeah,
and I'm like super proud of my burn, and like I'm like closing my eyes to my groups. So, like, I did it, guys. Don't worry.
You see the beast sort of look at you, and then he's slightly confused all of a sudden, and then he seems to get angry, like you've hit a nerve of his. Like, yeah, like you've mentioned his mother now. Like,
no.
he's really upset. And
Nobody talks about his mother.
and it is now Gref's turn.
How hurt is this guy looking?
I wouldn't say he's bloodied yet. In fact, I wouldn't say he's even half.
Okay. So Gref is going to start moving in a direction where I can I want to cast a spell, but I don't want to hit anybody else.
Okay, yeah.
So
you could
I'm
definitely...
going to look at the fight. So I'll look at the fight and where I'm positioned, and I want to move myself into a section where, when I cast my spell, I'm not really going to hit anybody else but this enemy.
Oh yeah,
there's nobody up there that's worth worrying about. Just go for it.
And he's a large creature, so you can definitely hit him without hitting anyone else.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the round by using my bonus action, and I'm going to do Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
So I start doing a Polynesian Islander-style dance, the war dances they do. So that's how it's going to start. And then the round's going to end by me casting Thunder Wave. So at the end of the dance, I will do my my metal howl again.
Nice.
And it'll activate the Thunder Wave. So Pine Cone gets a Bardic Inspiration, and I have a combat inspiration. So you can use that for combat. So you can use that for damage instead, or you can use it to add to your AC. And I'm a level 5 bard, so you get that as a D8, not a D6.
Oh, great. Sick.
And then I cast Thunder Wave, so Mama's Boy Beast here has to make another Constitution saving throw.
How does a 8 sound?
Sounds mighty fantastic. So that's a fail. My check is a 14, so he fails.
Oh, good.
And it's 2d4 or 2d8 damage. And so that's going to be 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage?
And he gets pushed back 10 feet away from me.
Okay. Yep, he slides back 10 feet. And it is
opportunity attacks.
No, because it was force movement.
No, fine.
Yeah. I know all about you and opportunity attacks, Richard.
You do.
So as he slides back, you see like this inner rage in him building, and it is Pinecone's turn.
Cool. I will. So sadly, Pinecone's shadow can only be 30 feet away, so Pinecone's going to have to move up as well. How far back did he slide?
10 feet.
So the shadow will look down and like pat Pine and be like, I've got, he can't speak, but this is it's okay. I can deal with this. And then he'll charge 10 feet and make some great axe attacks.
Cool.
So the 2 to start, is a 17 and a 15.
Both of those hit.
Both of those hit. Where are me d12s?
His AC is his life.
Man, that's way better. That is 14 plus 13 is 27.
27. I do not like that.
Doubled because he's
slashing, isn't it?
Takes a whole
So
crap pile of
54.
slashing. So 54, and then I'll activate this ability on my Echo called Unleash Incarnation, which lets me take another attack action from my Echo.
Oh, great.
Yeah, okay, you might have
Cool
this.
and gross.
Yeah. So 2
And
slices.
I can only do that 5 times per long rest. So that with dice is an 18 and a 14, so that's 20, 23 and 21.
Yep.
23 and
Yep,
19.
they hit. They hit.
Yeah. That's only 17.
Only 17.
Twice.
So 34.
So 34.
34 total?
With the double. Yeah. No, 17 total. 34 with the double.
Okay.
Is he bloody now?
Oh yeah. He's as you slice your Echo's blade into him 3 times, just big gashes appear, and he's kind of hobbling at this point, and in pieces.
And the actual pine cone's now standing beside Pine, and he leans down and he says, "Now that's an axe."
Oh, dwarven sexual tension.
We all appreciate how awesome that was, but also are all holding back a vomit in our mouths because the ichor is just so gross.
He's just like carving off giant slabs of.
Yeah. We got like one thumb up and like that was awesome, and the other hand's blocking our mouths. We're like,
Pine, it is your turn.
Oh man, I have bardic inspiration.
We've lost Pine, haven't we? Jack.
Yeah, we probably lost him. Huh.
Oh, he muted, then unmuted.
Oh.
And he's gone.
Okay.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. So, we'll skip him, for now. Oh, is he back? Is he back?
No.
Jack.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
Yes, you
sorry
are.
about that. I could hear you guys. I don't know why it wasn't working. I'll give a quick look at Richard, at Pinecone. Give him a dirty look for stealing my, making fun of my accent, actually.
Accent.
And then I'll turn to the bad guy, and I'll grab my great axe and I'll swing it towards him. And as I do, I'll say, "Do you know what trees and people have in common? Both of them fall when you hit them with an axe." And I'll slam it into him for 19 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
That definitely hits.
Dealing 7 damage.
7, but it is slashing
damage.
so that is doubled, and that is enough to deal the final blow.
Oh.
Woo!
So the echo slices it basically to pieces, exposing its heart, and you just plunge your axe straight into its heart, killing it.
That's what I wanted.
And you guys have finished your first encounter.
The echo
level up?
takes a bow and then just sort of disappears.
Yeah!
Like holds the great axe above its head, like metal as fuck, and then just disappears into nothingness.
So behind it, you see a doorway, as I described earlier. It's made of a very sort of dark oak wood, and there is a symbol on it.
What kind of symbol?
What's the symbol?
The symbol looks like 2 sort of moons upside down, so they are facing the ground, and like upside down bowls, with a blood drop. You can tell it's blood drop because it is painted red, pouring out of it down towards the ground, basically. And it is.
Why are these people wasting wine?
It is made out of brass.
Delicious brass wine.
Brass and wine.
Right,
and that is on the door.
I mean,
So,
it's a large. Could this creature have fit through the door, or is it irregular?
This creature could have fit through the door. Yes, easily. It's like Mines of Moria big.
Okay, who
What's
wants
the
to
door
know?
made of?
Dark oak.
Is the door closed?
Oh, dark oak. Yeah, you did say that.
The door is closed.
Okay. So, does anyone...
Would one of you like to examine the door?
And I'll be like, would one of the bards like to go and, you guys do the introductions? Why don't you go and knock on the door, see if anyone's home?
Well, I'll do it then.
Steps out of the way and like...
Do we have anybody that can look for traps or anything? Shouldn't we be concerned about this kind of stuff?
No, just
don't
four bards.
worry. It's gonna be fine. Just point me to the direction of the door because I can't see anything.
It is dimly lit here. So you can see the outlines.
I can see something.
There's light coming from the crack underneath the door.
You know what? I'll let Pine do it because I've stolen all of his glory in the last fight, so I wanna knock on the door.
I'll kick open the door.
Oh,
Okay, give me a strength.
It's a 3.
A 3?
Plus 3. So 6.
The door does not move. What languages do
Actually,
you
the
speak?
door kicks you.
Dwarven and common.
In common, you see right where the handle is, the letters P-U-L-L.
Guys, this door was carved by someone named Pule. It's an ancient dwarven name.
Pule the dwarf. Famous door builder.
Yeah, exactly. His doors are near impenetrable. We should probably try to find another way in.
Maybe you're not.
I almost took a proficiency in doorsmith, actually.
Maybe you're not pushing hard enough. Try it then.
What if you just run straight at it and try and put your body weight into it rather than attacking it with a weapon?
That's a good idea. I try again.
That's a magnificent idea.
Yep, absolutely.
Can I pull the door right before he lands into it?
Yeah. As he runs and does this, give me a just a straight up dexterity roll.
Okay. Oh, not one.
Nat one?
Yeah. Aye.
And give me an athletics to bar the door shut. Charge at the door, sorry.
It's a nat 1.
Nat 1? So you go to charge the door, and as he's pulling it open, like the edge of the door hits your head, knocking you backwards. You are unconscious for 3 hours. But the reverberation of him hitting the door and essentially slamming it shut causes you to hit your head on the brass symbol on the door, and you're knocked out for an hour. So two of the bards have just knocked themselves out on a door.
Doors are the most dangerous things in D&D.
It really is. Mostly people think it's beholders, but it's actually doors.
So,
amazing.
It's just us guys now, huh?
Should we try and wake them up?
Yeah, probably.
Can I summon my shadow?
Yep, absolutely.
And wake Pine up. And as he wakes up, both me and my shadow will hold up 2 fingers. I'll be like, Pine, how many fingers am I holding up?
7?
Roll me a medicine. Just to see how quickly you rouse him.
I bet I'm real good at that. It's a 12.
Oh yeah, you managed to wake him up quite easily.
All right.
Yeah.
As I come to, I turn to everyone. I say, "That's the curse of the dwarven doormaster pool."
The rest of you notice that the door is, in fact, it opens outwards.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Mainly by the demonstration you've seen. If you like, you can take a short rest at this point. Well, one of your party members is still unconscious for an hour.
I mean, what are we gonna do? Say no?
Can we try to wake him up earlier?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a.
Do you want to try?
I have a spell that can actually heal him, but I don't know if that will help him wake up earlier.
I pour a water skin of water over his face.
Yeah.
As you're like, I could do this magic thing to him, Pine just pours water from his water skin, emptying his water skin on to Gretha, and Gretha, you splutter and wake up.
Okay, that's smart.
You now know the door is a pull door. It opens outwards, as was Pull's magic.
As he wakes up and sits up, I'm going to hand him the empty water skin, and I'm going to say, "Fill this for me," and then turn around and walk away.
Oh, Pine, you love a risk, don't you?
So I'm conscious now, and you want me to drink from the wineskin?
It's
No, it's empty. I poured it all over you. I'm now telling you to
okay. Oh, all right. So I guess I will give him some of mine from my wineskin.
Aww.
Cool.
That's nice.
Aww.
You're much nicer than we are to Jack. So you guys are all conscious. You're roused, and the door is known as an open outer rather than open inner.
That's an outie, not an innie. Right.
First.
What would you like to do?
We would like to proceed.
What?
Okay. Yep. So what is the marching order? You can sort of progress in twos or one person taking the lead. It's about 10 feet wide, this corridor that you enter.
I mean, does anybody want to volunteer to take the lead?
Obviously, I'd like to go first.
And Pinecone just motions you through this door, go ahead.
Okay. Since we're going inside, sorry for interrupting, I will cast on myself a spell called Inertial Armor, similar to Mage's Armor, but it's a bit stronger. It actually protects me. It gives me resistance for force damage.
And it's level 2, right?
Yeah, it's level 2. It's 14 plus Dex.
Nice. Okay. So you suddenly start to glow in this purple warping energy that's sort of covering your body, and then it sort of blends in with your. Are you wearing robes or?
Yeah, I'm wearing basic robes.
Okay. And then it sort of blends in with your robes to make it seem as if nothing was there at all.
Is that you also volunteering that you would like to lead?
No, I'm just squeezing.
Oh my god, Zaragos, you look fabulous. Come on, in the front with me.
Yeah, I would prefer to stay behind.
I go to the back.
Okay.
So I move through the door. Is the door open?
The door is open.
Oh my god, great. I just want to go through it and see what's on the other side. Can I?
Yeah, do you want to go through and then sort of come back and tell us?
Yeah, I'll go myself. Don't worry.
So you head through, and roll me a perception check.
Oh, I'm very good at this. So
we know.
It's an 11. Is the room lit?
It is actually quite brightly lit. Yeah.
Oh, is it a nice place? Is it?
It's a long, nicely carved corridor. The roof is about 15 foot high. The passages are about 10 foot wide. And every so often you see the same symbol engraved in brass on the wall. And yeah, it's pretty well lit.
Oh my god, fabulous! Come on, guys, it's really nice here. You should talk. Is there?
I mean, I haven't heard screaming, so I'll head in.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in the room other than our party?
No. So it looks like the initial corridor is extremely long. It's about it goes out of your sort of view of how long it is. About 250 feet long. So it's a bit of a trek, but then it seems to open up into a brighter room you can see ahead.
I'm gonna use one of my psionic forms, and as I touch my head, a third eye appears. And for the next hour, I have advantage on perception checks. So I will.
Okay.
I will try to. I will go in front alongside the bard that I don't remember the name right now.
Zarkas?
No, my name.
Atreus.
Alex character name. Atreus.
Zarkas.
Atreus. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you're
Atreus.
joining me, but that third eye is very creepy. I'd like to get it away. Kind of scary, honestly.
I can do something about it. You don't have to judge me, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, got it. Okay, sorry.
Can I motion for Pine to come inside and take him aside and say, Pine, you didn't make the best impression there that last fight. Maybe do you want to try and take some initiative and lead the way here?
I'll see what I can do.
Is Pine hurt from the former battle, from the previous battle?
I think he's the only one who's hurt from the previous battle.
Okay,
just a little bit.
I will spend one of my first level spells, and I will try to heal him, to mend his wounds, actually, with psionic energy, for 7 points of HP. You get back 7 points.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I think you should lead the way. Actually.
Oh, it sounds like a good deal. Keep me healed, and I'll keep up the front.
Yeah.
But I was leading the way. That's kind of shady.
We can walk side by side.
Okay. Sure, I'll serve the spotlight, I guess.
So
I'll stand a little bit behind you if you like.
So the two of you that are leading the way, can you give me a perception or investigation as you're going? Whichever you...
I think mechanically we'll be in the same line.
Yeah.
But I want to stand a foot behind it.
Oh, of course.
Just so he feels more important.
That's great. That's so kind of you.
And I got a 2 for my perception.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. It's nice place.
Pine goes in the back, just like shaking his head, just being like, fuck.
I rolled a 20,
I think I need new dice.
but my intelligence is 8, so it's -1. It's a 20, natural 20.
Okay.
-1.
So as you're walking along, it was a good job that you were slightly in front of Pine, because he is about to step on what looks like to be a trap. There is a glowing rune on the floor. It's glowing in a dim sort of red hue in the cracks on the floor. And you notice it before he steps on it.
Okay, I shouted at him, "Honey, no, look at it, it's so pretty, don't step on it, you're gonna ruin it."
A little bit taken aback, I look down at the ground.
You see the same glowing rune on the floor.
Is this another one of Pool's traps?
Roll me. I'll let you tell me what you're going to roll to try and figure this one out.
I think I'm going to roll history.
Okay, yeah, cool. Roll history.
He always signs it. He always signs his traps. I rolled another 2.
Yeah.
So that's a 5 total.
Jesus Christ,
it
Jay.
looks like one of Paul's traps. Famously, you push these ones.
Oh.
Wow, Pine, you're very perceptive. Should we press it then?
I think we should probably step back and press it from a distance.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, let's do it.
In front of you see the two bards look at the ground, talk to each other, step back how far?
We'll push everyone back about 15 feet.
15 feet? So you're about 10 feet away from it?
Yeah.
5 more feet.
So how far away from
15.
it are you? You're 15 feet.
15 feet, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
16, just in case it's got 15 feet
Okay.
range.
And how are you going to press it?
I'm going to throw my great axe.
Yep, give me an athletics. It's a 2, isn't it?
It's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
So 29.
You throw your great axe, it hits it, and immediately these crimson red spikes just shoot up from the ground and the roof, where you would have been.
Wow.
Am I able to summon my axe back to my hand before it gets damaged?
Yeah, I'd say you can.
Nice. You're going to have
And
to show me that trick.
the spikes recede, and the rune stops glowing.
How quickly did they come up?
Near instantly, like split second. It's almost as if it was by magic.
Can we see where the next rune is?
Roll me perception. You're about, I would say, at this point, halfway down the column.
Perception is a 17.
There doesn't seem to be another one in view.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Kinda bummed out
Cool.
because it was very pretty, actually.
We can draw another one, I guess. I remember the blue.
Is the rune gone?
The rune is
Or-
gone. It has disappeared.
All right. Who wants to? Well,
Let's continue onwards.
let's not change the marching order now.
Cool.
You guys did so well.
So,
I'll keep a closer eye on the floor this time.
okay.
Right.
As you guys travel ahead, you travel another sort of 50 feet. It doesn't seem to be anything on the ground. Can you roll me perceptions or investigations, whichever you'd prefer?
I'll roll a perception. And it's a 20.
And I'll roll
Damn!
investigation.
Oh my god. It's another 20, natural 20.
Nice. Okay, you see this time runes on the walls. And sorry, Pine.
Luckily, Jack's watching the floor.
Pine, what did you roll?
I got a 14 on investigation.
Okay, can you roll with disadvantage?
Absolutely. That's a net one.
Cool. So you are carefully studying the floor, and you do not notice them on the side. However, Atreus, you do.
On the floor or on the walls?
On the walls. Can you roll me a dexterity? Just a straight dexterity, and if Pine, you could also roll me a straight dexterity.
Sure.
Is this a saving throw?
No, not a saving throw, just to see who is essentially moving faster at this point.
So I got a
Gotcha.
12 plus 3.
12 plus 3, and
I got an 11 plus 1.
okay. So he's again behind you, Atreus, and is moving slower than you. So you can stop him if you want.
Oh, he's checking out the rooms on the floor, you said.
Yeah, he's seeing if there's runes on the floor. There are no runes on the floor, from what you have seen.
Okay, I'll tell him, damn, more rooms on the walls. Are they as pretty as the other one on the floor?
These ones seem to be glowing brighter.
Oh my god, this is so
they,
dazzling.
yeah, they sort of have a crimson sort of shimmer to them.
Ooh.
I want to try to play off like I already saw them.
Roll deception.
Like, yeah, I know. I saw those a second ago. 15.
15? Okay.
Okay.
Insight versus that?
Let's see.
Everyone can roll insight at this point if they
I got
want to.
12.
A 12?
Yeah.
I get no.
I rolled a net.
Seems legit.
I rolled a net.
Well-
I rolled a natural 20.
I rolled.
I know Pine is very perceptive, so...
I rolled in 20.
You just hear
20,
laugh.
but not natural.
You just hear laugh. You just hear laughing coming from back in the formation.
And yeah, so there are 2 runes on the walls, one on either wall.
I think the other guys are laughing at you because you're staring at the floor. You know, it's not a good look. You have to keep your head high.
You hear from behind. That's exactly why we're laughing at him.
Oh, I thought they were laughing at you. Oh,
No way.
no, definitely not. Definitely not.
So-
Don't worry about it.
so-
And then I'll pull him 15 feet back again.
Hey, I bet one of you guys could totally run through there before that trap triggers.
So are you going to
Wouldn't
try and
that-
throw the wall this time?
Wouldn't that be really cool if you did that and the whole party saw it and it'd make you seem really cool in front of the whole party?
I know he's playing me, but it's tempting.
I mean, if you want to, give me acrobatics or athletics.
No. Definitely not. But if no one has any objections, I will try to throw an axe again, but this time straight through the middle, because I think it might be like a magical tripwire thing.
Yeah, of course.
So I just try to lob my great axe down the middle of this corridor and then summon it back to my hand before it hits the floor.
All right. Yep. Give me your best shot.
Is it just athletics?
Yep. Straight up athletics.
27.
Yeah, that you do that. It disappears from as the trap triggers. As the trap triggers, however, you notice that there is a skeleton that is impaled that comes up with the spikes.
See, he didn't notice the traps, guys. You should laugh at him.
You shouldn't laugh at the dead. Rude.
Yeah, so he remains on the floor when the traps trigger.
Wait, he remains?
Yep.
Oh, so the traps.
So the traps trigger, they recede, and he remains on the floor. So he's sort of slid off the spikes.
Ah, good. Who wants to go and loot the corpse?
Sorry, what? You're gonna touch the corpse? That's disgusting.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Yep.
And Mage Hand will go over and loot the corpse.
Okay, roll me a
investigation. You could do that the whole time?
Yeah, you know, I've
axes like a madman.
Yeah, your axe throwing is very impressive.
Well, thank you.
So you are casting Mage Hand and investigating the corpse. Roll me a straight up investigation.
Yeah, I should have thought this through. I rolled a 9 on the dice, and I have a -1 to intelligence.
Cool.
So an 8.
Cool. The skeleton is pretty bare bones. You do, however, find. Yep.
Good. Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
And you do, however, find in his hand there is a piece of parchment.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll bring that over.
Cool. Yeah, you bring it over.
I'll kind of look at the parchment. Is it in a language that I can speak or that I can read? I have Common, Orc, and Dwarf.
Yep, in Dwarven, it looks like a bounty sort of parchment. So it says, for the sum of 1,000 gold, find Ilatesh. And then gives a brief description of who Ilatesh is, and it describes her as a female Yuan-Ti sorcerer who has disappeared in these chambers. She was a teenager, and she was basically being watched by the various orders in Nelthiad because she was exhibiting some very powerful sort of draconic abilities.
Those are the weird snake dudes, right?
And she, and this is a bounty for her to be brought in, dead or alive.
Alive.
Are there any alive?
Alive to
alive.
Find
alive, preferably, or alive, definitely.
Alive, definitely.
And the can I tell if it's written in dwarf? Can I tell? Is there tribal dialects in the writing? Like, if I bring over the two dwarfs that are in the party, between the three of us who speak dwarf, could we find out whether or not this is from a local tribe or if it's
it seems to be in very official sort of writing, almost as if it was issued by a governing body. It has...
Is it signed by anybody?
It has big sort of scrawly signature with a symbol that has a big R in it. If anyone wants to roll history, they can tell me what they rolled. And you've all spent time in Nelthiad, so you would know.
What roll?
Does it mention anything about pools?
I'll give it a shot for the history.
Sorry, does it mention anything about
20 plus 7, so 27?
Oh,
Jesus!
So you know this is issued by Bertrand Rolanet.
I just wanted to make sure you remembered that name. That's why I asked.
Of course, I did. I had to play him for how many months?
You did.
And it is issuing basically that they don't know why she came down here, but that she never returned, and because they were watching her, this has caused concern.
Okay, so
right, find the snake person.
Okay,
Yeah, let's keep our eye open for her. We might end up coming across her corpse, but at least we can report back to this
also
Romanet.
try not to kill snakes.
Did you say no promises? Did you say she was pure blood? Pure blood.
Pure blood.
Or just a Yuntai?
Pure blood.
Oh, okay. So she's snake-like. She's not a snake. Yeah.
Does it mention
sure,
a date when this was written?
It seems to be 2 weeks. So 2 10-day before this date, where you have been sent in to investigate.
Oh, she's already dead. It's fine. It's fine. She'll be just the next corpse along this journey.
So
let's go.
You guys are continuing down the hallway. It's about another 40 to 50 feet before it seems to open up a bit.
Yeah, let's proceed.
Yeah, I bet one of us. I bet one of us could just run. Like, there's obviously going to be no more traps. But one of us could just run all the way down the end of this corridor.
I mean, you could. It's D&D. You can do anything.
I mean, I'm not going to.
Are you sure?
Someone could. Yeah, I've already proven myself to the party by dealing 3/4 of the damage to that mob. Only anybody else had something to prove.
Pinecone, don't forget that the Bardic Inspiration I gave you lasts for 10 minutes, so it could still be active right now.
Oh, we better go and try and kill something pretty quick.
Yeah,
then.
I'd say it's pretty active at the moment.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, well, I'll take lead. I know, but I'm pretty confident that I know what I'm looking for now, so I'll be on the lookout for glowing runes.
Cool.
On floor, ceiling, and walls.
Shall we let
and any other surfaces.
Sorry? What?
We are gonna let the dwarf go ahead now. Guys,
I'm
Are you okay with that? I mean,
he's a genasi, not a dwarf.
You're a genasi. Oh, sorry.
I mean, I'll race you.
You were kinda short. That's right. Sorry.
I'll race you.
Okay. I'll take up the challenge. Okay.
Right. Both of you roll me. It's about 40, 50 feet, like I said, to the end of the corridor. Roll me athletics. We'll see who sprints faster.
I definitely want to be in this race.
So I got a 6.
A 6?
Oh, I rolled a 12.
And so basically, you begin to take the lead, Atreus, as you sprint ahead and immediately get a stitch and start keeling over in
I wanna act like I'm just gonna let him win because he's so proud of himself. I'll roll a performance, a deception actually, a 29. Okay, you know what? Go ahead.
I'm not even gonna roll because I can't beat a 29.
You know what? Sorry, I called you a short one. Okay, you're quite tall. Okay, you're not that short. Is he taller than me? How tall are you?
I would be pretty tall.
Come on, Jordan, go. Move ahead.
As you reach the end of the corridor in your foot race, you notice, as you're catching your breath, that there are several figures in the room ahead of you. All of them sort of taking cover behind tables and things like that. As four of them are sort of in red robes with chainmail underneath, and they all draw long swords, and surrounding them are 4 more robed figures, all sort of bowed head and doing that thing where their arms are inside the robe sleeves and looking all sinister-like and foreboding. And can you roll me initiative?
Sure. Okay, it's 16 for me.
16? Cool.
Yeah.
22.
22.
Nice. Ooh,
That's
nat
16
1
for
so
Pine
3.
also.
16 for Pine, nat 1 for Greth.
Yeah, so that's a total of 3.
Okay.
I got a 17.
17 for Atreus, and 16 for Zarakos.
Yeah.
Cool. Who has the higher dex out of Pine and Zarakos? I'm going to say
12.
Zarakos.
I got the 2. Last 2. 14.
Okay, yep. Zarikos is first on that. So they are going to get a surprise round on you guys. However, the only ones they can see currently are Atreus and Pinecone.
Can you tell us how large is the room?
The room is 30 feet by 30 feet.
Okay, great.
And they're in the middle of it.
Yes, they are.
All of them quite close together?
At this moment, yes.
Okay, great.
So the red longsword wielding guys are going to charge in at you there, Pinecone, and they are going to try to hit you. They're using them two-handed. So the first one does a... They have +6 to hit, so does a 16 hit you?
No.
Okay, what about a 23?
Yes.
Okay, so...
Don't forget you can use the Bardic Inspiration to up your AC.
Nah, that's damage.
No, you can do both.
Yeah, you can do both.
Yeah, but I only get to use it once, right?
Yes.
Yeah, only once.
So it'll be damage.
Okay, and they are going to deal 1d10, because they're using it two-handed. And they're going to use their special ability, which is Fatal Wounds, to deal an extra d6 slashing damage. And so the first one deals 16 plus 3 slashing damage to you, so 19 slashing damage. I could not have rolled higher on that. The second one, the lowest he rolled is a 18 to hit.
No.
Okay, does a 23 hit.
Yes.
Okay, so he will deal another 9 to you.
Yep, that's quite a few.
The third one will miss both of them. He's obviously like someone's little brother. He comes in just waving the sword above his head, and just like he's like, "Yeah, battle! We're gonna slay him, bro!" And then his brother swings, hitting him once accidentally, and hitting you with a 23. So he hits his brother for a total of 12 damage. And hits you for a total of 11 damage. And now the robed guys are going to they are going to cast a whole bunch of firebolts at you, Atreus. So,
sorry, what? Excuse me?
Yeah. They are firing firebolts.
Dare you?
So, I've rolled 3 attacks here with Firebolt, and the lowest I rolled for them is... Oh, they are not very good. A 10?
I got a 14 armor class.
Okay. Only one hits you there, and then the last one is a 17. So I got a 16 and a 17 to hit you, and 4 damage, and then... So you take a total of 7 damage, as 4 firebolts just go right past... Well, 2 hit you, and the other 2 go past you.
My clothes! Are you crazy? Do you know how much I've spent on them?
And their eyes begin to glow red with that spellcasting. It is now into the non-surprise initiative order. So first, Pinecone.
Thank God. So these 4 are very they're very well targeting me, right?
Yes, they definitely. They only see 2 of you, and they have launched all-out attacks against you.
So if somebody was standing behind them, they would have no idea, and that person would get advantage.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Sweet. I can summon my Echo anywhere I can see within 15 feet.
Cool.
So I'll summon it just 5 feet behind them.
Sweet.
And then I will make... so how does this work? I will make... I get 2 attacks. I will make my first 2 attacks against the one that is wounded, just in case.
Okay. So against the little brother.
There's a 17 and a 16.
Both of those hit.
Thank God, I thought you were going to say miss. That is a Was it +4? Yeah, it's +4. That is a 16 and a 14
Damage.
Yeah.
I don't...
Oh, they had advantage, so they might have crit, but
So 16 and 14 damage.
correct.
He has taken 42 damage so far. He is still standing. He's coughing blood and going, "Brother, why would you... Battle hurts, brother."
I'm going to action search.
Oh.
2 more.
Yep. 2 more attacks.
That is a 13 and a 14.
Neither those.
Oh, they've got advantage, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Never mind, that's a 16 and a 22.
They hit.
That is 13 damage and 14 damage.
With those attacks, you basically chop him into tiny pieces. As his older brother turns to look back, and is just like, "Oh, metal."
Cool.
Yeah, he obviously didn't like his little brother. Just
So what? So all 4 of those attacks kill one of these dudes.
yes.
I can't disengage. Wait, can I disengage?
No, you've used your
Why not?
actions to attack.
Oh yeah, it takes an action.
Next up is Atreus.
Oh, I'm so glad it's my turn. I'm gonna use one of my bard's features.
I've got the fucking bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use
I'll remind you next time.
my Mantle of Majesty, which is I pretty much do a reveal. Under my cloak, I reveal a magical cloak. So now I'm even more fabulous. You're welcome. And I'm gonna say to this dude that he just killed basically his brother, like, stop right there. So I use command on him, and he automatically fails the save.
Oh, okay.
So
he fails to save?
Yeah, and I order him to hold, basically. So he can take no action on his turn.
Okay, he does that like, in like JRPGs where they're like ready to battle and they're just like bouncing on the balls of their feet. He's sort of doing that with his sword in both hands, just like, yeah, let's do this. And I'll get in on the next round. It's cool. I mean, my brother's dead. I should take a second to mourn his loss. But then I'm right in there.
He's basically bamboozled by my outfit reveal.
He's like, man, I mean, my brother's dead, but damn, that looks good.
Yeah, I've been told. So that was my bonus action. I think I can also cast a cantrip. Can I?
Yes.
So yeah, obviously I'm gonna trust up to those 2 guys on the back that tried to ruin my outfit. Like, are you for real, you guys? Do you know? I mean, yeah, obviously you're very jealous because look at what you're wearing. So I target one of them with vicious mockery, and they have to roll a wisdom save.
Wisdom save, 13.
Oh, yeah, it hurts. Oh. So they take 2 + 1, 3 damage. Boom! Booyah! Yeah.
Wait, isn't it 2 dice? Wasn't it? Didn't you remember that it was 2 dice?
Yeah. I rolled 2 of them, and it's 3.
Okay, 3 damage. He like looks at you, at your robes, and then looks at his own robes, which are just a cheap polycotton blend. They're red. Nothing too fancy. His friends are wearing the same things. He just really wants to shine, and he's hurt by the fact that you've nailed the fact that he's just another cog in the machine.
Disgusting. I'm very disgusted by this outfit right now.
Zarikos, you are up ahead. You hear battle about 40 feet ahead.
Okay, my moving speed is 40 feet, so
Cool.
I rush ahead so I can see clearly in the room.
You see that Pinecone is fighting 3 sort of red armored guys. They're wearing chainmail with longswords, and Zarikos is hurling insults at... Atreus is hurling insults at some red-robed guys at the back of the room.
Okay, I think that this is a pretty difficult situation for Pine, so I want to blast all these cultists. So I'm gonna cast detonation. It's
nice.
20 feet sphere, and it's. I would like to position it in a way that doesn't burn my allies in the room.
Okay. I would say you could get 4 cultists and 2 of the armored guys.
Okay, great. They have to make a Constitution saving throw. This is okay, and they take 76 fire damage, and if they fail, they're knocked prone.
Oh god, this is where they all die, isn't it? I rolled a 1 and a 2 on their concepts.
Oh no.
Okay, so it's 5, 6, 7. No, I'm rolling thirdly. 9. 13. Oh, 7. Okay, it's 24 fire damage.
24?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was the 4 cultists will take 24.
Those who failed are also knocked prone by the explosion.
Okay, they are all knocked prone.
Oh, great.
That well and truly kills my shadow, but it comes back.
Yeah, sorry.
It's just air and dust.
Okay, so
and 2 of the armored guys also have taken 24.
Okay, great.
And are knocked prone?
Yes, and knocked prone. So you have advantage on them in close combat.
Yeah.
Cool. Next up is Pine.
Wonderful. I'm 40 feet down the corridor, right?
40 feet is how far away it is, yes.
I'll use my 25 feet of movement to get 15 feet away from the end of the corridor. And now
God damn it.
The guard who died, the younger brother.
Yes.
How far away is he from me?
He would be about... so you're 15 feet away, he'd be 20 feet away.
20 feet away? Cool. And can I see both his limp corpse and the prone mages?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wonderful. I'm going to cast Catapult on his longsword and send it directly towards one of the mages.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So Catapult shoots objects that no one's carrying or wearing 90 feet in a direction, and if it hits someone, they have to make a dexterity saving throw. And if they fail, they take 3d8 bludgeoning.
So, because they're prone, they automatically fail. Disadvantage?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Either way, they fail.
I'm not sure which.
Either way, they fail.
Wonderful. So 3d8 bludgeoning damage to one of the mages. That's an 8 on the first dice, 6 on the second. So a total of 18 damage.
So it's bludgeoning damage, so you hit them with the back, like the longsword flies towards them pointy end and then spins around and just smacks them with the butt of the sword.
I imagine it flying through the air like a boomerang kind of thing, and then just like the pummel hits one of them in the not directly square in the forehead, but like in like the temple or something.
Yep, exactly. And then as a bonus action, how many axes can I dump? How many hand axes can I dump from my bag onto the ground?
Is Catapult a cantrip? It's not, is it?
No, it's not.
So,
but it's my most useful spell.
Describe how you're emptying this bag.
I just have a satchel full of hand axes, and I'm just going to empty it onto the floor.
Okay, I would say as an action, you can dump the entire contents of your bag on the floor.
Wonderful, so that's 25 hand axes.
Oh, great.
You dump 25 hand axes on the floor.
Perfect, that's all I want.
Yeah, I know where this is going.
God. Okay, next up is the cultists. You killed one of them, by the way, with that...
oh, wonderful.
With that amazing feat of swordsmanship, let's call it. And the others. So the cultists are going to try and use an ability called Bloodbeam on... who's there? We will go... There's 4 people in view. 1 is Zarikos, 2 is Pine, 3 is Pinecone, 4 is Atreus. First one is 2, so that's Pine, 3 Pinecone, and 2 Pine. So you... Pine, you take 2 attacks. One is a 15 plus 6, so 21, and the second one is an 11 plus 6, so 17 to hit.
Both of those will hit.
Okay, you suffer 4 D12.
Yikes.
Well, first 2D12 I rolled.
What kind of damage is it?
It's necrotic, blood damage. As a beam...
Can I cast Absorb Elements?
Is necrotic an element? I don't think it is.
Just checking. Oh no, it's not. Don't worry.
So you take on the first roll 4. On the second roll, you take 21. So there's a total of 25 necrotic damage. I rolled a.
Wait, so the second roll was 21.
Yeah. So I rolled in 2 lots of 2d12.
Cool.
So you take 25 necrotic damage total. The sworded guys are also going to stand up at this point. And there are 3 left, 2 of which can do something. So they are going to try and hit Pinecone. The lowest is a 22.
If I apply the Bardic Inspiration, it's only for 1 attack, isn't it? It doesn't raise my AC for the whole round.
I believe it raises your AC for the whole round, does it not?
It's true. Let me double check.
Greth, is it for the entire round or just 1 attack?
Against that attack. It's only for the attack,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so against one of those attacks, you can add...
How many of them is there? 6, right?
There's
4
attacks.
Now, if I die, it's fine.
So,
No.
you're taking the damage?
Correct.
Okay, so that is 2d10. That is 3 plus... Yep, there's a plus. 6. So 9 damage.
That's fine.
The second one is going to attack. 21 on both of them.
Yeah, no, that's to hit.
Okay. And that is 5 plus 6. 11 points of damage.
It's fine.
And we are up to Greth. It is your turn.
Whoa, jeez. Okay, I am going to close the distance on the enemy.
Cool.
I have up to 30 feet I can move, so I'm guessing it's within that.
It's about 40 feet away to the enemy.
Oh, okay. Then I will not close the distance. I will move 10 feet, and I will cast a spell. Oh, so first, I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on... who do I want to use it on? Let's use it on Pine.
Cool.
I do already have a use of Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, yeah, you do too.
So...
Really should have used mine.
So Pine has Bardic Inspiration, which he can use for combat if he wants.
It's the damage one, right?
Yeah.
Can they stack?
Or AC.
Nah.
So I already have a Bardic Inspiration.
This one you can use on combat. The other one you couldn't.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Fear. So I project a phantasmal image of their worst fears. Each creature in this 30-foot cone. So I don't know if there's a way of being able to get some of them, but not any of us.
From
I might not be able to get
your
all,
side,
but...
not really. If it's a cone, you'll be able. You'll probably hit. It would be Atreus, Zarikos, and Pinecone.
Great.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not scared.
Okay, then. Sorry, then. Never mind. I'll just cast. I will not cast anything then. I will approach. I did my Bardic Inspiration. I will close the distance on them.
Cool.
And then hold my attack if any of them come at me.
Cool. No worries. Okay, we are back at the top of the initiative order with Pinecone.
Right. I am severely damaged. So there's still 3 stood up dudes in front of me?
Yes. Yeah.
Have any of them taken any damage?
There's 2 stood up dudes. One laying down who's just like, yeah, I'll get into this battle next turn.
I would have advantage on him,
Yeah,
right?
you would have advantage on him.
Alright, so I'm going to start by projecting my echo.
Okay.
Back down the corridor.
Okay.
Back down towards Greth. And then I'm going to make my 2 attacks against, I suppose, the guy who's lying down, because I have advantage on him.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a 14 and a 15 advantage. A 14 and a 15.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
They miss.
They miss.
They're wearing chainmail armor.
I will use my bonus action and magically swap places with my echo.
Well, la-di-da. Isn't that nice for you? You do that.
It is.
How much HP are you on there?
I'm on a few. Well, let's not break the illusion. Let's a single digit.
Oh, a single digit. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you do that. You teleport, replacing your echo, and they are none the wiser, I assume. And
oh no, the echo was very obviously looks like me, but is not me.
Okay. Does it have crudely drawn on eyes and a mouth that are just like stick figure?
Like it had just looked like the shape of a humanoid, but it's like grey and misty.
Okay.
And
Atreus, it is your turn.
Okay. Finally. Time to roll. Let's see. How many ugly robed people are in the...
There are still 3 ugly robed guys and 3 ugly armored guys.
Okay, you in the back. Yeah, you know who I'm talking. Yeah, go away. Leave. Yeah, leave, please. So I just command him to flee.
Okay. So he just sort of points to himself as you're saying that, and it's like, okay, and just starts walking out the back. He actually just starts walking past you all, just like, sorry, just getting past you guys here. Sorry, I gotta go. I think I may have left the stove on. I'm not sure. I'll catch up with you guys next time. And he's literally walking past all of you. You can take a tap of opportunity if you wish.
Yeah, sure.
I don't carry a weapon, so I can't actually.
You can backhand him.
I will try to punch him if I can.
A 17.
That hits. Yep.
Another 17 for 1 point of damage. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you both hit.
I will deal 8 points of damage.
So yeah, he's still walking out. He's just like, oh, sorry. I gotta go. Didn't mean to get in the way of your swirling melee here, but gotta get out. And at this point, he walks past Atreus, and you're hitting him or you're pantsing him.
I'm just shaking my head in disapproval. Like, really?
He's just like, I'm sorry. I'll be back later to finish this up. And he keeps walking.
And then say to the rest of you in the back, yeah. To the ugly robes, yeah. I'm not done with you. No. Okay. So I use again my vicious mockery.
Yep.
Burn them to fill. The last guy that I used on to do tons of damage. He has to succeed with.
Nope, he fails. He definitely fails. I got a 7 on that roll.
Okay, so I got a 4 and a 2. 6 damage.
Ooh, that is your best mark yet.
Yeah.
I'm improving on my dishes.
You're finding out how to really hurt them. Yeah, one of the 2 remaining robed guys at the back, he just sort of drops to his knees and cries a bit. He's just like, he doesn't even use a weapon. His words, they hurt.
Honestly, at this point, I would just take it off. Honestly.
It's uniform. And you notice for the first time that there are little like name tags on each one.
Oh dear.
And it's
is it stitched on or is it like a tag?
It looks like the typical fast food sort of restaurant. It says "Welcome to Blood Cults" on the top, and it's like you're being served by Gregory. And Gregory is on his knees, my notes. Crying at his uniform and having to essentially work at Blood Cults.
Oh,
he's really evaluating his life choices. Next up is Zarakos.
Okay, so I want to strike one of the robed guys, but who seems more damaged, more bleed out?
Of the robed guys, probably they're both looking pretty down in the dumps. The one who is on his knees crying, Gregory, is looking very close to death.
Okay, I will try and hit Gregory with my energy beam, radiating from my eyes. Okay, it's a 19 plus 5, so...
Oh, that hits.
Yeah.
That hits.
And suffers for 13 points of force damage. Yeah.
So, the beam comes out of your eyes and just hits him square in the head, causing his head to not shoot back, but his entire body to sort of ripple with the force of the beam as his head hits the wall behind and just explodes, shattering his sort of brain matter and blood everywhere.
I kind of want to throw up a little. I wasn't expecting to be successful.
He was on 1 point of damage left.
Okay.
There is now one more robed figure and two non-robed figures, armored figures left.
Okay.
And it is sorry, I completely forgot that I was doing the initiative order there. So that was Zarakos. It is now Pine. Yes, you're up.
Wonderful. Have all of the mages stood back up?
Yes, they are all standing back up. The one mage which is surviving.
The one mage that's surviving.
Yep.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to stick with my tried and true method. I'm going to catapult one of my axes that are at my feet directly towards his forehead.
Cool.
And as I do, I'm going to yell, axe and you shall receive.
Oh, okay. Yep, that hurt.
That was a severe DM groan right there. Oh.
I thought we'd evolved, Jack. I thought we'd evolved. But yeah, roll.
Oh, absolutely not.
Roll.
He makes a dex save.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that just sums it up. A 1.
A 1, perfect.
Yeah,
you take
so
3d8 bludgeoning damage.
That counts as 2.
4.
Does a 2 pass?
12. No, it doesn't.
Actually,
14 total
you know
damage.
what? He's gonna, as you start to cast this, he is gonna cast Counterspell.
Oh.
Get fucked.
How dare he? Wasted a counterspell on a first level spell.
He's just seen one of his friends' heads explode. So Counterspell, I believe it automatically counters a level 1 spell?
Yeah.
It absolutely does. I'm going to action surge and do it again.
Okay. Yeah, so that is a dex save.
Yep.
Nat 20, baby!
Damn. It just flies past him.
And he's just like, that was Gregory's first day, man. Gregory's first day. He was a trainee. And it is now their turn. So, he is going to cast with his ability, invisibility, and go invisible.
Okay.
What a bitch.
Yep. And you hear like the pitter patter of feet running off in the distance. The remaining 2 robed armored guys are going to try, and the first one is going to attack your Echo.
Sure.
A 17 plus 6 and a
Yep.
Yep, only that one hits, and it deals a total of 6
Oh, it's only got one hit point.
Okay, cool. And it disappears. The other one, seeing that disappeared, is going to see who is closest. That would be either Zarikos or Atreus at this point. We'll go odds for Zarikos, evens for Atreus. Zarikos, he is going to charge at you. I rolled a 3. The first one is a 12.
No.
That misses?
Misses. Currently, I have an AC of 18.
Okay, well, the second one just hit, so I got a 19.
Okay, great.
And he deals a total off. He is going to use his blood, his fatal attack, and it is going to do a total of 12 damage to you.
Okay, that's
And it is now Greth's turn. There is a guy walking beside you, Greth, saying, "Sorry, I gotta go. I gotta leave."
So I could attack him to opportunity attack?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, because earlier when everyone got an opportunity attack on him, I figured I wasn't in the combat, like I wasn't there yet.
Oh
so...
yeah. He would have reached you now, and you can definitely just swing out at him before your turn if you like.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So this is the attack of opportunity. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
A 12. Yes, that hits because he was a roped guy.
All right, so that is max damage. I rolled an 8, so 11 points of damage on him.
He's just like, I'll just get past you here, and as he's walking by, you just cut him down.
He's like, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Coming through. Don't mind me.
And he's just like, is this the way to the L train? I've not really left this place before. You know, we spend a lot of time in here. And he's like, oh, you're not going to talk? Okay, I'll find my own way. And then you cut him down.
So yeah, just quickly swipe to the side without even looking. Just throw a little hand to the side. And then I'm going to bang my battle axe against my shield.
Yep.
And make all the symbols shine. And then with the handle of my battle axe, I'm going to beat my drum. And
props.
And howl out. And I'm going to go into a rage.
Nice.
Oh, great.
And then I'm going to... I'm guessing there's an enemy near me or within the 30 feet that I can move and then attack, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so then I will approach them in a rage and I will attack.
This is the last visible guy. Oh, no, there's 2 visible guys left.
So that is a nat 1.
Yep.
So all the bluster, no bang.
So you swing your battle axe and roll another attack.
Okay. That is a 12 plus my 6, so 18.
Zarikos, you said your armor class was 18?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly,
yeah.
18.
So it makes it beat, so I roll damage.
Oh, and I'm in a rage too, so I get extra damage. That's max damage I just rolled.
1 second. Does he not realize that he's attacking an ally?
He rolled a 1.
Oh, okay, don't worry.
I've been a plant from the enemy this whole time.
He's in the black coat.
I guess if I knew it. There was something about him. Those yellow eyes can't be trusted. So that's 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm blooded like hell.
Sort of makes sense, though. I'm kind of in a rage, so makes sense a little bit, I guess.
So out of nowhere, this axe swings down over your shoulder, misses the enemy in front of you, and rakes backwards, catching you as it comes from where it came. From whence it came.
It's 2 rounds of build-up just for that, so I hope everyone enjoyed that.
I spilled blood.
And it is back to the top of initiative with Pinecone.
Right, there's still 2 guys standing in front of me.
Yes. There's
and I just...
one is engaged with Greth and Zarikos. The other is engaged with Atreus.
Don't forget your bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I'm going to summon my shadow behind them so that I get the inspirations again, and I'm going to attack Are either of them damaged?
They're both damaged.
I'll attack the one that's attacking the guy that has got hit by his own party member, because we're a team. Don't want any of that shit happening. That is a 23.
That hits.
And a 24.
That hits. They both hit.
Sick. And 1 extra D8 for Bardic Inspiration. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe it's a D8 on one attack.
Yeah, it's a D8 now. Yeah, it's a D8.
Oh man, and that D8 rolled an 8.
Nice.
Sick.
Nice.
So it's an 8 plus a 9 plus a 6 plus 4 twice. 10, 24, 32.
Yeah, you cut this man down to pieces. It's almost as if he was completely distracted by the fact you guys were attacking each other.
Yeah, that was our tactic the whole time.
Yeah, that's the perfect plan.
Yeah.
So yeah, you murder one of them. There is one guy left, one lonesome sorted guy with.
That is the end of my turn.
And Atreus, it is your turn.
I look at him. I'm like, okay, you know what's up. Just drop your things and say you're sorry, and maybe we'll let you leave. Probably not. Maybe.
Is that a command?
Yeah, he drops whatever he's holding, and he ends his turn.
Okay. Do I get a save against it or no?
No.
Oh, okay. He drops his thing and he's like, "Yeah, man, we're cool. This is cool. Like, we're cool, man. We're cool. No need."
Right.
And he's like looking around all the bloody corpses of his friends.
Is it worth doing the whole taking this guy captive and trying to squeeze him for information?
That's up to you guys.
Nope, guess not.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, then it is Zarakos.
Okay, I'm looking towards Greth that just hit me, and I'm like, "What the fuck, man? What are you doing?" And I'm looking towards the guy that is running, that dropped his weapons, and I'm trying to blast him with an energy beam.
Okay, yep. Roll to hit.
Okay, it's a natural one.
Well, there would be two people down that way. There would be Pine and Greth. I'm going to make Greth odds.
Okay.
And
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 10? Okay.
10 force damage.
Roll another attack.
Okay. 15. Plus 5.
15? Pine, what's your AC?
15.
Okay. You take 10 damage. Force damage.
What's going on with us, guys? Why we're fighting each other?
And the guy's the guy's like, see, I said we're cool.
What exactly do you think you're doing?
Fucking go. I was aiming for that guy.
And Pine, it is actually your turn now.
Oh, now I don't know who to attack.
The tough
You
choices.
might still have a Bardic Inspiration, Pine. Did you use it last round?
I haven't, no. I'm really bad at using those. How far away is the guy running away from me?
He's sort of walking away quite calmly. He thinks everything's cool. He's probably about 5-10 feet away from you at the moment.
Okay. Then I'll walk up to him. I guess I'm just going to hit him with my axe.
Cool. I thought you were going to give me a pun there, but no. Cool.
Don't worry. I'm getting there. As I hit him, I'm going to say, "Did you hear about the lumberjack who lost his job? His manager gave him the axe, and then I'll slam it into his knee."
Oh.
Okay. Roll the hit. I'm refusing to laugh at that. They're getting progressively worse, Jack.
It was
You're
a 19.
refusing?
19, that hits. Unfortunately.
Cool. And I'll roll the bardic dice on that as well.
Okay.
So that is a total. It's a 3 with the dice, so a total of 6 damage.
6 damage. He is, unfortunately, still walking his way out again. And he's just like, him. Does command end when he takes damage?
I just checked, and I don't think it does.
Okay.
It ends on his turn. The charm ends on his turn.
Okay, he's going to keep walking anyway. And it is his turn, and he's like, wait a minute. And he is going to come at Pine with a dagger. And you said your AC is a 15, correct?
At the moment it is.
He hits and does a total.
What was the dice?
What was the dice? 14 plus.
14, eh? Okay, I'm gonna say stop with these random acts of violence and use cunning words.
Okay, so it was
I'm gonna reduce
a
it by a
20
D6.
total. It was 20 total, so you have to roll a 6.
Oh god. I did. I rolled a 6.
Oh, you butt munch. So the first attack misses.
Yeah.
The second attack is a nat 20.
God damn.
And he is going to do 2d4 plus 3 as he tries to shiv you.
I could survive, guys. I could survive.
So that is a total of 7 plus 3, 10.
I fall unconscious.
And he bolts for the exit. So he shivs you and bolts for the exit. And you know, I think
is he adjacent to me or the shadow?
no, he was behind you.
Okay.
And I think that is a good place to end this recording. And we'll pick it up another time very soon.
Excellent.
Did you guys enjoy it so
Oh
far?
my god.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I had a great time.
This adventure was actually devised by one of you. I won't tell you which one. But it is one of my favorite adventures.
God. Yeah.
Is it
Did
me?
anybody bring healing potions?
No.
I have healing word. I can heal word for you if you want. I can.
You know, if we find
can
any
do
stores,
I am missing nearly 60 hit
if we
points.
Okay.
find any stores in the facility, I got like 2,000 gold on me. So
Yeah, I bet there's a store just in the next room. There'll just be like a nice little waypoint tavern we can stop at.
I definitely think so. I mean, like I've read the adventure, and it definitely has a tavern in the next.
Yeah, there's tons of political
Yeah.
intrigue, and like this is pretty much the only combat encounter in the whole thing.
So I've been your host, Michael Sharp. I for a moment forgot we were recording then. This adventure was, of course, designed by Stratos. It was actually the first adventure you got me to playtest, and the art in it was made by the amazing Alex. It is awesome. I love it. The adventure is called Nameia's Laboratory, and it's amazing. And yeah, the art in it is just absolutely superb. I love Nameia on the front cover.
Thank you.
And I really like all the mechanics throughout it, so you should definitely check it out on the DM's Guild. Definitely.
I was in that playtest, and it went worse than this is going.
Yeah,
Great.
I've run this adventure probably 4 times now, and let's just say TPK for 90% of it.
2,000 gold worth of healing potion.
But and I'll put a link to the adventure as well as the Scion class in the episode description when we release it.
Right.
And thank you, Pancake Squabble, for listening to this entire thing. I hope you have enjoyed it. And
You're assuming she's still there. She may have just left
she may have.
ages ago.
She may have, but
And now we're all typing.
she's typing.
Oh, hey.
And
May I ask a question? Why has Pancake Squabble been sitting listening and not playing?
because we're trying this new thing where we have a live audience for our recordings. And
Oh, that's cool.
Pancake Swabble was one of, I think also at one point, Jabberwonga was in here. And
Yeah, somebody was
Valrelvaheim. But
I saw that.
they're New Zealanders, so I think it was getting pretty late for past their bedtime.
For sure.
And
No, because it's a long weekend.
Yeah.
And we're all stuck inside. There's no such thing as bedtime.
Yeah.
Time is
we do this
completely
again,
That
irrelevant.
was relevant for sure.
If we do this again, can we just invite anyone to come in?
Sorry?
Yeah. They're more than welcome to come and listen
definitely.
and,
cool.
chat. And
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent.
Like, the more people we get in here, the better, basically, because it means that, the more people hear you guys play as well and get to, see what you are doing with your builds, and as well as, getting listeners for your interview. Oh, you should definitely listen to the first interview you did with me. It was it was a learning curve for both of us at that point.
For sure. It was great. I look back on it fondly.
I think we were less than 30 episodes into the podcast. Definitely less than that.
It was only I think it was way less than that, because I think I had pretty much caught up, and it was like episode 14 or something.
Yeah, that was back in the days when audio was...
Yeah, it was last February, I think we did so it was over a year ago.
Man, it's... Well, we will play...
We haven't really done anything I haven't released an episode in like 3 months, but it's because we've been working hard on our release for our first actual play that we're going to be coming out soon.
Oh, cool.
So,
yeah. Definitely, when you want, I'll definitely shout out to that.
For sure. That's really cool. Yeah, we're still working on the editing and stuff right now, but that should be coming out in a couple of weeks.
Oh, so. Cool, man. Cool. Okay.
We just make Michael edit all of our stuff.
Oh, yeah, I literally edit it all.
Just does everything. All I have to do is play D&D. It's great.
Yeah. It's really great for everyone else, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
That's how my group feels too. Yeah.
Thanks for having us on your show.
My wife doesn't feel the same.
Oh, dude, no worries. Thank you for joining in. We will definitely reconvene this and finish this.
Yeah,
yes,
great.
Please. Yes, especially if we're quarantined for longer. Yes, please. Let's do this again.
Yeah. Well,
I'll try to keep the X puns good.
I want you to put in some research. You've really got to hatch it next time. Yeah.
See now you're encouraging it.
I know. And until next
why don't
time,
you give me an example, Michael?
Well, I mean, you're just using axe the entire time.
Well, yeah, that's the weapon he's chosen.
I know, but there's different kinds of axes.
Not many things rhyme with longsword.
I'm bored. That rhymes with longsword.
Does it?
Yeah. It's a hard one to push. But until next time, you all have inspiration.
We all had inspiration from before. None of us used it.
It's my sign-off of the episode, man. That's how I sign. You can tell my members don't listen, eh?
Look, we listen, but then when I stop speaking in the episode, I turn it
off. Amazing.
It's like hearing my own voice.
We're recording a usual episode of the podcast tomorrow. At I think 9:30 our time.
Right.
New Zealand time.
Right.
PM.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're up and about, jump in and have a listen, and I'll organise with you guys when to play next. Basically.
Sure. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, this was really cool.
Okay. I am
you,
going to make sure I haven't woken up the children.
Also, make sure you kill Craig.
Oh yeah.
Bye, guys.
That is right. All right, and it has honestly been awesome playing with you guys.
Yeah, it was really cool. Thank you very much for the invite.
No worries, and I'll see you guys soon.